Good evening, friends. I hope you are all doing well. I'm also fine. My name is Atiku Rama, and I am a professor at Engineer. So today I'm going to show you how you can create an Kubernetes cluster in AWS using UPS. So let's get started. So here in my AWS dashboard, where I go to JS in the search bar, I will go to just the Kubernetes service. So this is the Kubernetes dashboard inside AWS where you can see all your clusters. At this moment, I don't have any cluster, so let's create one. I'm going to use EKS CTL. That is the official place to install. Okay, so here in my EKS CTL installation section, we can go to the below section for Unix, and these are the commands to install it in Unix. I'm going to copy it, and then I go to AWS Cloud Shell. So it's a kind of like small virtual Linux machine on the go. You can use it to run different commands inside AWS. That's very useful tool. So let's paste the commands here. Let's see if everything is working fine. Let's see. Yeah. So this is the last command, and everything is working fine. So let's go to the next steps where you can actually see what are the next commands. So in the introduction section, so either you can use a file or you can run the parameters here for CTL cluster version. At this moment, I think version is 1.32. That is the latest. So we can use the CTL cluster and version 1.32. And also you can set a name. So this will take you around 10 minutes time. So I'm going to pause the video and we'll come back and see. Okay, the creation part is done. Here you can see everything is good. So let's see. So now refresh. We should be able to see our clusters here. In the compute section, there are two instances or two nodes are running with N5 large. That's good. Okay. So that means our cluster is on. Now let's set up a load balancer, and then we need to deploy something with the load balancer we described. I'm going to check my blog article where I have written all the details. So first, let's create some service accounts, and then we need to install Helm, then to update Helm, and then use Nginx. So let's copy this command and replace the placeholders with our custom name. So the first is region. In which region we are running? We are running on AP Southeast one, which is Singapore. And let's separate that. And then the cluster name is article. There is also we need to replace here. This is the command. This will set up the kubectl locally in the PowerShell. So now if we run kubectl get PO, then we'll get all the pods that is running in the Kubernetes account. Yeah, there you can see all the pods that is running. Good. Right now, let's first create a service account for Nginx Ingress controller. Service account is created, and then we're going to role bind. So let's copy here. First, I think so. This seems good. Let's copy this here. Role binding is done. It's good. We're going to create a namespace. If you don't create a namespace, then it will be also double default namespace, which is not really ideal. We want to separate. Then you can install Helm. Then using the Helm, we need to install the Nginx Ingress. So install Helm. Uh, then is available here. Display. Yeah, just copy this section. Okay, Helm installation is done. So this. And then using Helm, we need to create an Nginx Ingress network load balancer, right? So Helm install Nginx Ingress, this inside the namespace Ingress, and then we can use NLB. This is the network load balancer, right? So to copy all the command here. Okay, it's running. Let's see. So everything is done. So now let's clear the screen and see if we get PO-A. You can see all the pods that is running. So inside Nginx Ingress namespace, we have this pod running, which is ready and running. That's good. Now let's go back to our EC2, and inside the EC2, we should have the load balancer section. And here is the load balancer. It's provisioning. So as you can see, this is just provision using that one. So far, so good. Then we will get down, and we can copy this. We just need to write a file, development file, and then we will run it inside our Kubernetes cluster. We will get by pod. So let's say a dot, sorry, I need to copy. Okay, so let's just verify if everything is okay. API version 1, okay, this is Nginx latest. We're going to use the default Nginx image. That's good. Sounds good. Now let's get here, paste it, save it. Okay. Now let's refresh. There's still provisioning. Let's see. Sometimes it takes some time, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. So let's wait for that. And meanwhile, if anything else that is needs to be pending. Okay. And run this command, if petal apply -a, and then the file name. K8 of YML. Okay. So the deployment service is being created and then it's good. Now let's check if the pod is created or not. Inside the default namespace, we have 2 or 3 pods running. That's good. Now let's see our load balancers is yeah, it's active. So now let's copy this and then what was the path? The path we put here is that's here. Wait, Nginx. That's it. That means our pod is running properly inside the route with /atik, right? So we wanted to change the route. You can just edit this file and change this route to a different one. So that being said, I hope this helps you to get started with EKS. You can also include a like SSL certificate using AWS Certificate Manager and point your domain. For example, like you can create API.article.xyz so that your APIs are all using your own custom domain name with SSL certificate, and that's also possible. So that being said, that's it for today. I hope this helps you to get started with AWS EKS and Kubernetes. If you have any questions, please ask us in our video comment. I will try to answer. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.